Hey, what's up, Beatbox family? So the top 8 winners for the Kickback Beatbox Battle Wildcard hosted by Swiss Beatbox has just been announced, and a lot of people are not really liking it. Now, I have not watched the video, so I don't know who's in the top 8, but based on the thumbnail, Zeka, Dilo and ELISE are in. I know that Zero is not in because a lot of people are talking shit about how Zero is not in. Personally, I am surprised too. I did make my own personal top 8. And my top 8 is Zeka, BR, Zero, Dilip, Villain, Dilo, ELISE, and Zia Sweden. Keep in mind, I only reacted and analyzed 15 wildcards. So I don't think that is fair on my side to just give you a top 8 without reacting to all the other wildcards. So in this video, we're gonna have a short reaction of the top 8 winners, and right after that, we're gonna react to all the remaining wildcards so I can give you my definitive top 8. Not to mention, we are also gonna go into some deep analyzing for wildcards such as Zero's wildcard to find out why he did not make it. Keep in mind, I'm not trying to justify the judges' opinions. I respect it, but I just want to see, or at least try to understand why Zero did not make it. Maybe we can learn a few things that we could benefit from and use in our own wildcards in the future. So a lot of people are making noise that Zero and Antil did not make it through, so we are going to be reacting to those 2 wildcards. I remember a lot of people making noise about VINO not making it through, so we're going to react to his wildcard as well. I did not listen to Remix's wildcard, but a lot of people are also saying that Remix should have made it, so we're going to react to his wildcard as well. But yeah, let's not waste any time and get right into this one. Yoink!
The SPX Kickback Battle 2021.
Wow, Dilip got 8 plays. Where is Dilip in my list? I think he's number 4 in my list, but let's try to analyze this. Okay, one thing that I noticed here, maybe I did not notice it in my reaction, was that his build-up had the same sound usage as his drop. So his drop did not really hit hard, because I think I wasn't really analyzing it when I first reacted to it, but now that I look into it, his drop and build-up really did not have much of a difference. Usually you want to see some kind of progress or level up, development. But yeah, in this case, it just sounds like a crazy sound beat. So it does not hit much for me, besides the crazy bass in the beginning, which is pretty dope. So I can understand why Dilip did not really rank so high. So it's pretty understandable. Okay, one thing I noticed about Dilip's wildcard is that his drops are good, but his structure is really lacking in a sense that it doesn't sound like a whole routine. It sounds like 2 routines put together, and for me that's a big turn off. I don't know why I did not notice this in the first part. Maybe I was just too hyped by how crazy it was. But no, I think that's the difference between us, people who are just watching the wildcards, and people like Poponi, Freddy Beats and Sinjo, who actually have the job of judging wildcards. When you're judging wildcards, you can't just be reacting to it and having fun. You gotta really look into the details. Yeah, I honestly understand why Dilip did not play so high right now, to be honest. Okay, so Villain is in 7th place.
Come on.
Okay, so Villain was in 5th place in my ranking.
This is not what you're used to. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna say much about Villain. I honestly believe that he deserved to be in top 8. He was using his signature fart bass-ish sound, and I believe he showed a lot of variation with it, so that's pretty dope. He showed a lot of textures with it as well, so I honestly believe the Villain should have been in the top 8. You know, I think 7th place is cool. I have nothing to say about that, but yeah. Okay, so Redmine is in 6th place. I did not watch Redmine's Wildcard, but let's see. Let's try to analyze this and see what we can learn. A lot of people say they don't understand why Redmine is in the top 6. I'm not gonna judge it yet. I'm not gonna give my opinion. I'm gonna listen to it and see how it goes. Wow.
Beatbox is magic.
Yo, this drop hits so hard, and it's not because of the liberals. His snare, oh my god, that snare just made this drop so awesome.
Beatbox is magic.
Oh!
Classic.
Oh. Oh. The flow is immaculate. Whoa, did you guys listen to the placement of that? That was so dope. Like, just listen to the placement. Just listen to the placement of that. Oh!
Six.
Wow, okay. Redmine, that was crazy. I believe his wildcard was unique in the sense that he had crazy flow. I think the only wildcard that will probably have more, well, probably have better flow than Redmine. The only person that I can think right now can have better flow than Redmine is probably ELISE. But yeah, that was crazy. The flow is crazy. The quality of his sounds, his snares, and the way he places each beat. It was a little unorthodox. You probably won't see a lot of beatboxers place beats the way he did, and it was pretty dope. And his flow was just so good. I believe he deserved a top 6 there. But yeah, let's keep on going with this. Okay, so Duds in the top 5. I did not react to Duds' wildcard. A lot of people said that there were a lot of memorable parts. So let's try to react and see what, I don't know, if he deserves to be in the top 5 too, or at least in my opinion. I just want to say one thing, considering how I'm a musical beatboxer as well, and you guys know how crazy I am when it comes to vocal transitions. If your vocal transition is off, it's like a turn off for me. So let's see if he gets it right. That was all for me. I'm gonna be honest, that was all for me. The thing about vocal transitions is that not only do you have to hit the right note, you gotta hit the right frequency, the right volume, and that just didn't hit. So let's go listen to the beat back again. So when he's doing that beat, like he hit the right note, but the volume just didn't match. Like it just went downhill, and it just didn't work for me. I get that he had to do the click sound with it. You know, that's why he had to switch from a vocal humming to a nasal humming, and the nasal humming was softer than a vocal humming. But I believe he should have tried to find another way. That was a little turn off for me.
When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Don't get too close. It's dark inside. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons.
It's pretty meh for me. Okay, this is LokiFire. This is LokiFire. I just want to point out one part though in the previous drop. I think that was the melody. I think that vocal transition there was really clean. Oh, like listen to that. That was so good. That was really good. Now that is some crazy vocal transition. I like that. That is some good. That's plus points.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's where my demons.
Okay. That was fire, but he messed it up. Okay. So the part where it's polyphonic in the right? That hit really hard. The vocal transition was right. Like the note was correct, right? He used the correct texture. There's a lot of different polyphonics out there, but I believe he used the right texture, and that was really dope. But the drop did not hurt because of what came after the polyphonic. Like he should have added maybe a little bit more bass to it. Keep in mind, people, sometimes your vocal on its own is not enough to create an impact, and you need to learn more sounds. You need to add some variety to it. I don't think this was probably the climax of the wildcard. It did not hit hard for me. So I don't know if he deserves to be in the top 8. We're gonna make a top 8 list later and see where he goes in. Okay. So I'm just gonna put duds in my list right now, and I would rank duds below ELISE but above Zia. So technically speaking, duds is in my top 8 right now, but he's in 8th place. Alright? But like I said, we're gonna react to some wildcards. We're gonna see some wildcards that did not make it through, that a lot of you thought should have made it through. So the list might change. But yeah, let's get on to the next wildcards.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need to say much about this. BR ranked second in my wildcard list. I don't think that's really gonna change. Like this wildcard was amazing. Like,
Speak up or shut up.
so good, so good. And then his second drop somewhere over here just hits so hard. It's just so good. Oh! The thing I like most about this wildcard is that he took the first minute to build up. And normally for me, you really don't want to take so long to build up, right? Because like you really make the audience wait. So they're really expecting something. And then really when you drop after a long build up and your drop doesn't meet the expectations of that long build up, it's a real letdown. But over here, BR really stepped it up. He delivered a drop that was way above the expected level, and that's why he deserves to be in the top 6. For me, he was in second place, but yeah, he totally deserves it. Nothing wrong here. I believe this is dope. So wait, is ELISE in third place or something? So ELISE is in third place, but for me, he's in 7th place.
When I pop up and your girl gave me just a little bit of lockjaw, baby so cold. She's from the Canada. How I strut like.
I'm gonna pause the video for a second. I just realized I did not put red mine into my rankings. I'm actually gonna. Oh wow. I'm actually gonna put red mine below ELISE but above Duds. So red mine is in 8th place now, and Duds is in 9th place. So sorry Duds, but yeah. So currently Duds is not in my top 8. But yeah. Okay, so here's what I gotta say about ELISE's wildcard. I'm not gonna react to the whole thing because I already saw it. ELISE had crazy flow, like really crazy flow, but I just did not feel it as much. But I believed he deserved it. He deserved to be in the top 8. Just maybe not in the top 3. That's why in my list, ELISE is ranked number 7. But I still believe ELISE deserves to be in the top 8. For now at least, because we haven't reacted to all the other wildcards. But for now, I can strongly say that ELISE deserves to be in top 8. Just maybe not top 3. Now this is surprising, Zeka in 2nd place. Now I don't know about you guys. I'm actually no. I know about you guys. We all agree that Zeka is supposed to be in 1st place. In my list, Zeka is in 1st place as well. I don't think that's gonna change. But yeah.
Hit it with the bass. Hit it with the highs. Hit it with the bass. Hit it with the highs. Hit it with the face. Hit it with the fives. Hit it with the
Okay, one thing I noticed there is that his wildcard started off slow. Now I did not notice this in the first time I watched it because I was just going crazy about how good the and worked so well together. But I noticed this because in the intro he already used that beat. So in the first drop when he did that same exact beat with just a little minor modification, it did not hit as hard. But then again, I still believe Zeka should have been in 1st place. But still, that is a minor flaw that I noticed now, which I did not notice before this. So yeah, take notes.
sip it, share that, get that, paper, move it.
Wow. Wow. Okay, I don't need to react more to this. Like, Zeka definitely deserves to be in the top 8. First place in my opinion. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Zeka. He was so good. Just maybe the first part, which I just only noticed that it started off slow. But he still deserves first place to me. Now, based on the thumbnail, Dilo is on the thumbnail, so I'm guessing that Dilo is in first place. A lot of people disagreed with that. A lot of people are saying, how did Dilo make it? In my list, Dilo is in 6th place. So I did not place him that high, but I really loved his wildcard. I think it was something new and refreshing. But then again, let's watch it again and see what we can learn. Why did the judges score him so high?
Running away from the beat of the world.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I said this in the last video. I loved how he played with different textures, right? About the different drops. The first drop was like a semi-dry drop. And then the second drop was kind of like a wet drop. You know, it was so different from the first drop, and it actually created like this. It felt like a really smooth transition. And then the third drop was this bass drop, which did not hit hard. Really, I gotta be honest, I was not really a fan of that. You know, but it worked in terms of the theme of this wildcard, or at least what I think the theme is, which is playing with different textures, right? But the one thing I did not mention is his drum fillers. His drum fillers are so good. Like, you have never seen beatboxers do drum fillers the way Dilo did it. Like, this is 100% Dilo drum filter. Like, and he had like what, 6, 7, 8 different filters in his wildcard, and it's so good. Like, it's high level stuff, and this is a completely different wildcard. Usually a wildcard have like an intro, a build up, and then a drop, right? 3 basic things, and the drop will be the main show, you know, the main act, you could say, the main emphasis. But in Dilo's wildcard, I think the main thing that he wanted to show was structure. The main thing that he wanted to show was his drum fillers. The drop was more of a vehicle. I felt like the drop was more of a build-up to showcase his drum filters. And I believe this is genius, and I believed he deserved to be in top 8. Just maybe not first place, but he definitely deserved to be in the top 8. But yeah, that's just my opinion. So technically speaking, these are my top 8 right now. These are my top 8. These are my top 8. And we are going to react to Zero, to Antil, to VINO. We're also gonna not rewatch, we haven't watched it yet, but we're gonna watch Remix's wildcard. So yeah, we're gonna rewatch these 4 wildcards, and I'll give you my opinion on why they should have made it or why they should not have made it. Okay, so Zero, a lot of people are pissed off that he did not make it through. Reeps1 commented below the top 8 winners video saying that he deserves a chance. But keep in mind, people like Poponi have been judging beatbox battle for years. So, you know, they have tons of experience when it comes to judging competitions. I'm still new to this, I believe. In my list, Zero is in 3rd place. 3rd place, okay? I'm not, like I said earlier in the video, I'm not trying to justify the judge's opinion. I'm just trying to see what we can learn from this. We're really gonna analyze this time. We're not just gonna react to it. We're really gonna analyze this. So if I don't have a crazy reaction like I did before, I'm very sorry, but we are here to learn. So let's watch this and see what Zero could have done better to actually make it into the top 8.
Battle 2021.
This is one thing I noticed here, which I did not notice in the first place when I first reacted to it. I did not notice this, okay? So in the beginning, Zero does something like this, right? The liberal with the machine gun sound. And then he does a BMG build-up, right? So usually after a build-up, you're expecting something dope, but what he does is he brings back the liberal and the machine gun sound. Yes, he did put some click rolls in it to level it up. It was a minor modification. But now that I'm really looking into this wildcard, I don't think it really made that much of a difference. And that is some minus points there. But all said and done, this was a really good drop. Dynamics were really good. I just don't think it hit as hard as it should have hit. You know, maybe if we are watching it as just people who did not enter the competition, or people who are not judging it, we are just watching this and we're making a list based on emotion, on how the wildcard made us feel, just like how I did in previous videos, we probably would have ranked Zero very high. But if we are really looking to it to judge it, yeah, it's honestly understandable why he did not make it through. I'm not gonna move Zero away from top 3 in my list, because my list was made just from pure emotion. What I listened and I just wrote there. I did not really judge it down based on points or anything, so it wouldn't be right for me to move Zero down. So Zero is still in my top 3, but if I was to judge this based on points, I would say there's a high probability if I was to rejudge every wildcard based on points, you know, if I was a real judge judging this competition, I would say there's a high probability that Zero would not have made it through. You know, just for this beginning part, because I know what comes after this, and it felt like the wildcard just kept on going downhill. Because when you make a wildcard, it's supposed to have some dynamics. So like the wildcard is supposed to go up, then maybe there's like a room to chill, and then it goes up, so it's going to have like a crazy climax. But if you compare his first drop and his drop somewhere in the end here, bongo drums so loud, so clean. But like I said, compare it. His last drop here was nothing compared to his first drop. So like the climax just did not hit. You know, like I said, this list that I'm giving for you guys is just based on emotion, or how all the wildcards made me feel right after I listened to it. I did not grade them based on points or anything. I just felt, okay, Zedka is number 1, BR's number 2, ELISE is number 7. It was just based on emotion and how the wildcards made me feel. But if I was given the position to judge it, and I had to judge it based on points and rank it all together, look at all the tiny details, really analyze each wildcard really deeply, I don't think Zero would have made it for me too. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Let's go to Antil.
We have Antil from Pakistan, and this is my wildcard for the Swiss Beatbox Kickback Battle 2021.
Pause 1 second. I remember I reacted to Antil, and Antil in my list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Antil's in 12th place for me. 12. So let's see if I feel his wildcard should have deserved it or should not deserved it. Because then again, I reacted it based on emotion. Now we're really going to analyze it.
I don't have any lyrics for this wildcard. I just need more time, but there's a deadline. Deadline.
said it once, I said it again, I'm not a fan of this drop. I believe he should have went with the instead of the I believe those two different textures could have made a difference if he used instead of it would have been way better, but yeah.
There is a deadline. I just need more time.
Okay, this is a huge flex right here. This is super dope. But I don't really feel like these current two drops really fit the theme of his wildcard. Like, if I don't know, it just didn't feel like he went from one drop right next to another drop and then right next to another drop. And where's the structure? Yeah, I understand that he built, you know, the first 1 minute of this routine was like a long ass build up, but the second half is just missing a lot of structure. And yeah, the drops are really dope, really technical. Huge flex, by the way, until that was really dope. But it's really missing a lot of that structure. You know, the thing is, a drop can be really dope, but it can be even more dope if it had a build up behind it that was really carrying it. Right? I don't believe the build up he did in the beginning really carried the drop. It felt like it was just a build up that needed to be there because, you know, for the sake of having a build up in the routine. You know, I believe he could have done way better. We've all seen Antilt's previous wildcards. But this is not for me. I'm not going to change his position. I still don't think he should have been in the top 8. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Alright, let's go to VINO.
She could get medicine, frightening, find out, sometimes I scare myself. She could get medicine, sometimes I scare myself. Yeah. Yeah. Bounced him up. And I break it down.
One thing I gotta say about this part there. When he first did that sound, it was not dope. And then he added the OD bass few bars after that, it was not dope. And then he did this break it down beat, which was really dope. The thing is about beats like this where you know, level up to another beat and then you level up to another beat. The thing is, each level should at least be dope to a certain level. But in this case, only the break it down part was really dope. The first two parts was like, you know, so it really did not hit hard. I said it once again, and I'll say it, and I'll say it again. The A. The A does not hit well. If you did like it would have been way better. You know, that's just my opinion. But you know, tiny details, people. Tiny details can either make you or break you.
She could get medicine. Yeah.
Okay, this drop, the climax of the routine did not hit hard. Why? Because he technically did a trombone drop in the beginning of the routine. Maybe he was trying to give a bring it back kind of vibe. You know, but when you bring something back, it has to be done well. Transitions have to be good. And if you want to level it up, it has to be a massive level up. There was not much change in this drop. So that's why it did not hit hard. And with that, my opinion still sticks. I don't think VINO should have made top 8, in my opinion. In my list, he is in somewhere in 11th place. Yeah, like he's above Antilt. Yeah. So yeah, let's go on to remix.
You even need to try to win this, bro.
45 minutes in and he hasn't done anything that's really wow yet. It was just a bunch of vibration bass, no offense bro. But it just did not hit hard. I like the punchline he did, the kind of roast to all the other competitors about I don't really need to try for this bro. But you know, that was dope. But in terms of beats itself, there was nothing that really caught my attention. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. The pause. Like the thing is, he's starting off very slow, right? And the thing about pauses is you have to do it at the right time. If you're starting off slow and you don't have that much momentum going with you, and then you just pause out of nowhere, you kill whatever little momentum that you have, and this is a big minus point for him.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh! Oh! Oh, he messed up. He messed up his timing there a bit. The first drop with the, I think it was dope. I can't do it automatically like him. But then when he added the, you know, he messed up his inward bass timing there. Okay. So Remix had a ton of cool sounds. He had super clean bass, but structure-wise, he was really lacking. Like I said, at one part he messed up his timing. But yeah, the main reason why I believe he did not go in is mainly because his structure was really lacking. So a lot of you are wondering why Remix did not make it. This is why. So I'm not going to react to all the wildcards. This video, currently right now I'm recording over 44 minutes. So if you guys want me to do a part 2 where I react to other wildcards which I have not reacted to, comment below and I will do it. But currently this is my top 8, right? If you compare it to the actual top 8 that came out, the only person in the original top 8 that I did not put in my top 8 is Duds, alright? But yes, if you want me to react to the other wildcards, comment below and I will do a part 2 of this video. But until then, this is my top 8. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.